How's it going, guys? Got some breaking, broken, but arrowed news for you today. Got an update from Steel Backlover on the Patreon. This has been leaked from the Patreon chat. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it you, but I will anyway. So, yeah, this is them giving an update on the game. The team is currently working on four main areas: free DLC, patch 13, the public test environment test build, long-term changes to the game core for replay savings and server checking. So yeah, basically, there's no replay function. You can't save the game, and it's really, really, really easy to do hacks in this game because the server just says, "Oh, you've got a gorillion points." Okay, it doesn't check. Basically, what they did was they overhyped the game, oversold it, and now that they've already got your money, they're promising to fix it. But this is core in the games industry, it happens all the time, so we just got to get used to it. The free DLC and patch 13 are scheduled for release in February. I'd like to point out that the Baltic Battalion DLC is not just a specialization that was available in the single player campaign. It is. It's a full-fledged specialization expanded to 38 unique models. So most of the things they showed off in the trailer. So the store page is up. Let's find it, shall we? Um, Everything they announced was already in the game. So this is already in the single player. I don't think this is. So there you go. I was wrong on one thing. I believe this is already in the single player. I believe this is already in the single player. I might be wrong. This is the same thing again. This definitely is in the single player. Don't know about that. So yeah, and this is the same thing again, right? So a lot of the things they announced, and they said there was a new map, and in the trailer where they showed off the new map, they actually showed a map that was already in the game. I don't know if this is actually it. Um, so I'm quite surprised that they said it's going to be ready next month because if you're only showing off the things you already had, then chances are the other things aren't ready, right? But yeah, there you go. They're coming out in February, so that's nice. Regarding the announced public test environment build, we've achieved some good results. About half of the planned work has been completed. We expect to begin open testing in February. After receiving your feedback, the team will focus on fixing bugs, further calibrating, and then releasing the build to the main game. Yeah, so we haven't had a proper update to Broken Arrow since where is it? Statistics, history, uh, October. It's now February. So that's 4 months. I had to count that. Yeah, releasing the build to the main game. During the test version, a comprehensive rebalancing of air defenses, anti-overkill mechanics, and aircraft timers was performed. CAS planes, that's close air support, were reworked. The balance of cruise and ballistic missiles was revised. Significant changes were made to tank characteristics, and a separate rebalancing of transports and infantry was carried out. So yeah, basically, anti-overkill mechanics. Essentially, if you send a bomber into just like 10 AA pieces, all those AA pieces, only one of them will fire one missile. They might fire two. The other eight will just sit there and watch it. And that's because the game has made a calculation that, oh, you only need two to kill this plane. And then what happens is one of the missiles misses, or both of them, or whatever, and then the plane just doesn't die. And they just haven't fired the rest. All they have to do to fix it is to just make whatever calculation it is, right? You got to do 100% of damage, just make it 300% or 200%. 300 be better. So let's say you have 10 AA pieces, it would fire three missiles instead of one, right? Or four. And so you're still saving your ammo, but the chance of that thing making it out is way, way, way less. Or just have a way to switch it off, right? Yeah. Okay. So this should strengthen the interaction between different unit types and shift the gameplay focus towards combat units rather than non-contact methods of destroying the enemy. Yeah, so if you play the game, it's just everybody just sits there and lobs cruise missiles at each other. Basically, units are so expensive in this game that you don't get that many, so you spend ages watching your tank get to the front line, and then somebody buys a plane, which is purchased immediately, and it drops its bombs, and then it gets a partial refund. And if you have a unit on the ground, you're always paying a tax on that. Uh, so your income is reduced as long as that unit exists. And I think if it dies, you keep that income loss until you get it back. So it'll be like a couple more minutes. I don't know if they changed that. I can't remember. They did. I can't remember which way they changed it. But the plane, right, is not paying the tax for anywhere near as long because it doesn't have to get to the front line for 2 to 3 minutes. It just, flies really fast, does its thing, and either gets out or it doesn't. And so it's it's baked into the core of the gameplay that um, the most fun part of the game is suboptimal. You should just do things like buy an artillery piece, fire all the bullets or the missiles or cruise missiles, and then just refund it because then you're not paying the tax. It's core to the way the game has been designed. So unless you make all the infantry like really really cheap, which they don't seem to want to do. They want to make it so you only have 10 units. Why, I don't know. Well, we do know it's because this game has attracted a lot of people who don't really play strategy games, and so they're not used to having a lot of units to manage, so they would rather have fewer units. Strengthen the interaction between different unit types and shift the gameplay focus towards combat units. Accordingly, a global rebalancing of all artillery was carried out, reducing its average rate of fire per match. Yes, so additionally, the game mode is being refined to increase the significance of all match stages. So this is basically an answer to the question: are they going to make all the infantry cheaper? No, they're going to make all the indirect fire support more expensive, so you will get even fewer units. Wow. It's really funny, right? Because if you look at the Steam page and you see like the trailers for these games, they show you things that aren't actually possible in game because it's like loads and loads of units shooting and stuff. You see how many units there are. It's not actually possible to have this many units. So it's a bit of false advertising, right? But this isn't the specific scene. Obviously, I guess it sort of heats up and then there's like loads and loads of units. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to take them to court for it because they could say, well, in a 5v5 with 10 players, you could technically get this many units across all 10 players. That's the screenshot I wanted to show you. One man cannot field all this. This is a bit of a joke, really, but whatever. Yeah. Additionally, the game mode is being refined to increase the significance of all match stages. Some of these changes have been unanimously accepted as unquestionably successful. They will be included in patch 13 without prior testing. For those decisions that are considered controversial, we will need your help and feedback to adapt them to our audience. Undoubtedly, the test build is moving in the direction of eliminating the main irritants for our audience. We sincerely hope that you enjoy these upcoming changes as much as we do. We look forward to sharing more details about all the changes. Sincerely, the Steel Baklava team. So, there you go. We are expecting to get the free DLC in February. Hooray, hooray, hooray. So, yeah, I mean, my main issue with the game, apart from all the technical issues, it runs like crap, there's loads of cheaters, there's no replays, you can't save, there's no spectator mode, right, all that kind of stuff. My main issue with the game is that you don't get enough units. As somebody who plays a lot of strategy games, I want to have lots of units so I can do things. Broken Arrow just doesn't give you that many units. And there's no like 1v1 mode where it just gives you twice as many units. Because I believe there are two reasons why you don't get enough units in Broken Arrow. One is to make the game more accessible to a casual audience, and that worked. Credit to them, that has worked. There's a lot of people who play Broken Arrow who have never played a strategy game before. They're just shooter fans, they play Armor, they play Squad, and Broken Arrow is their first strategy game. That's why the game sold so well, it was marketable to a very wide audience. So from a commercial standpoint, that makes sense, and I don't fault them for it. I believe the other reason they've done it is because the game runs like shit, and so if they gave everybody twice or three times as many units, it just wouldn't run at all. You get like 5 FPS. And so in a 1v1 setting, you could triple the amount, you could times 5 it, and it would run the same as a 5v5, right? But it is what it is, right? It's just old man yells at cloud at this point. I will play the new DLC when it comes out. Hopefully it's cool. I'll see you guys around.